Lovely weather so far. I don't know how long it will last, but I'm not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. Amy March, Little Women. I want to do something splendid before I go into my castle, something heroic or wonderful that won't be forgotten after I'm dead. I don't know what, but I'm on the watch for it and mean to astonish you all someday. Jo March, Little Women.
Hello foodie friends, we're back again with another cookbook based on a literary classic. And I'm really excited for this one because I love the story of Little Women. If you're anything like me, you cried when Beth died and were shocked when Lori and Amy eventually got together. Now, even though Jo is my favorite character out of all of them, I actually went ahead and decided to pick a recipe based on Amy, and so we're going to make Parisian cream puffs in honor of her going to Paris and becoming an artist. So let's go ahead and get started and see how it tastes.
Pause here to write down what you'll need to follow along. First, you're going to heat your milk and melt your butter in a saucepan. When it's completely melted and steaming, add your flour and your salt. Keep stirring quickly with a wooden spoon until the dough forms a ball and pulls away from the sides of the pan. Cook it for only about 1 minute more and then take it off the heat. Let it cool for 10 minutes. Place your dough into a bowl and add your eggs one at a time, beating with an electric mixer, and only add the second egg until the first one is completely incorporated. You should then have a nice smooth dough. Now you're going to drop the dough by a teaspoonful onto an already prepared baking sheet. You can use the silicone pads like I did or just parchment paper. Bake them in a 400-degree oven for 15 minutes. Then you're going to reduce the heat to 350 and bake for about 8 minutes more. Place on a cooling rack and let them cool down. Now for the fun part. You can use all kinds of different fillings such as cream cheese and fruit, but we decided to go with the book suggestion and do vanilla ice cream with a drizzle of chocolate sauce. And wow, were we not disappointed. Serve immediately and enjoy.
Okay, after pretty much an all-morning ordeal, we finally got these done. But since it's ice cream, we're gonna hurry up and do our taste test, and then we'll talk about what went wrong later. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab this one, I think.
Okay.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh, that is heavenly. Oh man. Okay, so you can see we devoured that really quick. You know what? I think that might be one of the best desserts we've ever made on this channel.
Yeah, I mean it has a little bit of everything. You know, you got the nice cold, you know, from the ice cream. The ice cream's a really good one too, but
they're just so light and so, it's just like eating like a bread cloud.
Yeah.
That's
but
all. That's
it
the only
adds
thing I
just
can
the
do.
right amount of like texture to the ice cream. Like it definitely adds a lot to just a bowl of ice cream or whatever.
And we served it exactly the way the book recommended. Yeah. Although you can do like cream cheese and like a whipped cream and different things like that.
Filling or something. Yeah.
But this, oh my gosh, no! I would stick with the ice cream and the chocolate.
It is very good
if you're wanting to try it. So, okay.
I mean, the bread doesn't have a ton of flavor. It's more of a texture additive, I think.
Right.
But it's a really good one. You know what I mean? Like it's got the perfect kind of like crunch and fluff. And,
I mean, I want another one.
Yeah.
And we had 1.5 each, but I'm really wanting another one. So I'm definitely going to give that like 5 stars. It's wow, is it so good?
Yeah, it's
surprisingly good because I've never had a Parisian cream puff, and I've certainly never made them before, which is where okay. So this, by the way, is the 3rd time I've made these for this video. The first time, I picked this little pot up at a yard sale. You can see it's like an electric pot. And I was really excited to get it. I just got it yesterday. And I thought, woohoo, let's go ahead and try it for this video. And here's 2 lessons that I learned. Number 1, never ever use a brand new piece of equipment you've never used before for your video for the first time.
For something that you never cooked before.
Exactly. Like, don't ever do that. And number 2, probably don't get things electric from a yard sale. I mean, somehow I guess the heating element or the wires or whatever is no good, and it just, no matter what setting you put it on, it just got hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. Well, as you can see, there's attempt number 1. So this dough was completely cooked through and worthless. So we put this aside, and I thought, okay, I'll just go back to the stove. Then the second time I did the recipe, somehow I got 2 of the directions mixed up in my head, and I did like, say, step 2, instead of doing step 2 and 3, I did step 3 and then 2, which resulted in this. So
they didn't puff up at all.
No, you can see, I mean, this is just, I don't even know what that is. But anyway.
Maybe breadcrumbs.
Then, breadcrumbs. Then finally, the 3rd time, I read the recipe again, realized the mistake I made, and this is the result. A perfect, beautiful cream puff. So 2 lessons learned for me today. Number 1, never trust a yard sale. And number 2, read the recipe really well before you start going.
Read it all the way through.
Read it all the way through. And I mean, I thought I did, but I just
maybe reading it all the way through at once wasn't a good thing.
Just one step at a time. I don't know. But regardless, we finally got our perfect cream puff, so I'm okay now. So none of this was the book's fault at all. It was purely, what do they call it? Pilot error? I don't know.
Beginner's misfortune.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. But as far as this recipe, definitely 5 stars.
Yeah.
As far as the cookbook, we have done this series. I do have the Anne, a Green Gables cookbook from the same company, and it was wonderful. Loved it. This one is no different. So, they could have really phoned this in and then just threw something together and then put Little Women on it and capitalized on it because it is a motion picture. At the time that this cookbook came out, Little Women was pretty popular, but they didn't. They actually put a lot of thought into it. You can tell just from the recipes how it's laid out. You can tell that the person actually looked through the book, had probably, I'm sure, read the book, because a lot of the recipes in here some of the things are mentioned in the book, Little Women, but then there's other little pieces of advice, like how to go on a picnic during, that time period, what the March sisters would have done like during their day, or how they would have made something without modern equipment. It's so cute. It is absolutely adorable. I mean, again, just like the Anne book, if you have a Little Women fan, you know, in your household and you're wanting a really special gift for them, this is, to me, would be perfect. I mean, I absolutely love this. In fact, I loved it so much that I bought the third literary cookbook series from this same company. And so that is actually what we'll be looking at next week. Oh. So, and it's kind of different. It's really cool. But again, they really looked at the book and made it just for the classic book, not just like, you know, whatever recipes thrown together and then they slap another name on it. Right. So they're not recycled. They're all true to the classic literature book that they're gearing towards. So I hope this company keeps pumping them out. I would love to see more. I'd get the whole series if I could. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day because boy, are we exhausted after 3 batches of cream puffs. So we're going to go ahead and call for this week, and stay tuned for next week because again, we're going to have another in this series, and I really think you're going to love that one too. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching this time. We'll see you later. Bye.
If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for future videos. In the meantime, here are 2 videos you may enjoy. Thanks for watching.